Hello everyone, you know me, young preacher. Today's topic will be based on the Christian life. The Christian life, the life that Christian is supposed to live. First of all, I want you to have the mentality that Christianity is not a life of a failure. Christianity is not a life of a failure. To know this, you first have to know what the word Christianity means. Now, what does the word Christianity mean? If you go to a dictionary, it will give you religion. It will say Christianity is a religion. Now, the dictionary was written by the so-called intelligent people. Okay, anyway, the word Christianity is a word that has to do with the spiritual. So if you go to the dictionary, it'll give you a, an answer that is more based to the things of this world. Now, to get the answer, you have to check in a book that is more based to the things of the spirit, a book that is more spiritual. Now, which book will look? Obviously, the Bible. Now, what does the Bible say about Christianity? First of all, Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is not a religion. Okay, so what does the Bible say? Okay, we'll look in the New Testament because that's where Christianity obviously started, the New Testament. So that's why we look in the New Testament. You know, if you meditate on the scriptures, well, you'll understand that the religious people were actually the people who were against Jesus most of the time. Okay, anyway, so what does the Bible say about this? The Bible says in the book of Matthew chapter 15 from verse 1 to 9, it says, one time they asked him, why are your disciples disregarding our tradition? One time they asked Jesus, why are your disciples disregarding our traditions? Now Jesus said, why do you transgress the commandment of God by your tradition? Now Jesus was telling the religious people, why do you transgress the commandment of God by your tradition, you hypocrites? So Jesus was actually calling the religious people hypocrites, especially most speaking of the leaders, hypocrites. Now you know the story of the man named Nicodemus. Now it was surprising because Nicodemus, the Bible says he was a religious leader. Now that's another translation. Other translations say he was the leader of a Jew. Okay, anyway, he was obviously a labeled man because he was a leader. Obviously, to be a leader, you have to be a man with integrity. You have to be a man of knowledge. Now it was surprising because Jesus told him, if you do not know the things of this world, how will you know if I told you things of heaven? So it was surprising. He did not know this stuff, yet he was a leader. Okay, so Christianity is not a religion, which means that Jesus didn't come to bring religion. Now, what did he come to bring? What did Jesus come to bring? Now, the Bible says in the book of John 10:10, that they come to kill, steal, and destroy, but I come that ye may have life and have it abundantly. Okay, now let's not talk about the thief part. That's another thing altogether. Okay, he says, I come that you may have life. It gives us an idea that Jesus came to bring a type of life. Now, Jesus did not come to bring religion. He came to bring a life. Now, which kind of life? Which life did Jesus come to bring? Now, he came to bring his type of life. Okay, this also gives us the idea that Christianity could be a life. Now, he came to bring a life, a type of life, his type of life. Now, the divine type of life. Jesus lived a divine life. So that's the life he wants us to live, and he wants us to live that life abundantly. So Christianity is a life. So Christianity is the life of Christ at work in us. Christianity is the life of Christ at work in us. So that is Christianity, the Jesus type of life. So Christianity is the life of our life reflects the life of Jesus. Now, if our life reflects the life of Jesus, why is it that we do not live that perfect life? The Bible says that Jesus knew no sin, and the Bible also says that everyone has sinned, speaking of us, obviously. But then it says Jesus had never sinned. He did not know sin. So why is it that we cannot live that type of life? You know, if you meditate on the saints of the Bible, you will get you'll know that you get to understand that they all went through obstacles. They went through obstacles. Even Jesus went through obstacles, so many obstacles. The Bible even recalls that Satan came to torment Jesus actually when he was fasting in the wilderness or the place. So Satan actually came to torment Jesus. Now those were obstacles. On the cross it was obstacles, but then Jesus was successful and he was victorious. Remember Paul said, but none of these things move me. He also obviously had to go through that path of obstacles, but then he said, none of these things move me. So he was giving us the idea that these obstacles did not move him. Now the Bible says that we should count it all joy when we go to trials of various kinds. So James chapter 1 verse 2, count it all joy. So it doesn't matter what trials you go through, count it all joy. Jesus went through obstacles, but he was victorious. He was finally victorious. It means that since we are living his life, since we reflect that life, it means that we will go through these obstacles, but then we will be victorious. So, but then it's important that you do not give up. Don't give up. You do not give up. You should have this type of mentality. You should always speak words in your life, especially when you know that you are going through these obstacles. Speak words. Say, I have the life of Christ. I'm a success. I'm not a failure. Now you should talk this words. Remember, words have power. Words have power. God created this world and everything else with the word. He says, and God said, and God said, God said, speaking of words. So your word has power. So it's important that you stay strong and keep on saying this word. Declare. Say, I am strong. The Bible says, let the weak say, I am strong. Say it. You need to say it with your mouth. You need to say. That's why when someone gives their life to Jesus, the Bible says he has to confess with his mouth, because there actually is power in the mouth. So it's important that you have this type of mentality. Don't be moved by any circumstances. Paul said, but none of these things move me. Meditate on that life of Paul. You should have that type of mindset. Don't be moved by anything. Though you will go through this type of though you will go through this type of though you go through these obstacles, don't be moved. Have that mentality of Paul, that mentality. So have it. Say, none of these things move me. You do not move. Jesus went through obstacles, but he was successful. So though you will go through it, you will also be successful. Okay, so it gives us the idea that Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is the life of Christ at work in us. In my opinion, I'll say Christianity, our lives reflect the life of Jesus. So Christianity is the life of Jesus reflect. Okay, so we reflect it. So his life is the life that we live. Okay, so Christianity is no religion. Christianity is the life of Christ. So Jesus came to bring that life and not to bring religion. Okay, thank you very much. God bless you.